then, and I know that I will go up and down even more. I've learned, however, over the years, and I've never had to deal with this before, but when I've had seasons of betrayal or distrust or feeling that I needed to retreat from people, I know to lean into the Lord. But our instinct, quite frankly, brothers and sisters, is not to do that. Our instinct when this sort of thing happens is not to lean into the Lord. It is to lean away from the Lord. It is when we want to withdraw and retreat. We want to retreat from everyone, particularly God, because we feel betrayed by Him probably most of all. So understand, and I know this and you know this, it's hard to remember it, is that He's okay with that. God is okay with my all of a sudden feeling like, hey, what's happening here? Where are you? Why would you do this? Why would you allow this? And then feeling somewhat betrayed by this sovereign love. God's okay with that. He's okay that I feel that way. It's kind of, I picture often when I'd have my boys would be young and they'd fall and hurt themselves, or even they're mad at me, whatever. And they'd climb in my lap, or I'd pull them up into my lap to give them what I knew they needed, which was just, comfort from mama. But they're mad at me, or they're hurt, or whatever, and they're kicking and screaming. And your babies do this, toddlers do this, they all do this. But I never let go just because they were doing that. Eventually they wore themselves out, and then they would settle into what they actually needed, which was comfort from mama. And I think that's what God does. I think we kick and scream and holler and all that stuff because we're feeling betrayed by Him and our bodies and everything else, and it makes us want to just be alone, like I just want to do this by myself. And I think God is just drawing us into His lap, and He's holding us, and we're kicking and screaming and yelling at Him and saying, you don't love me, or you betrayed me. But I think He just holds us until we wear ourselves out, and then we can just snuggle in, and He will comfort in that. And I've found that to be the case, even in the midst of what I'm navigating right now. And I know that you can find that to be the case as well.